Hey guys, I just want to jump on here real quick and give my thoughts on the Alec Murdaugh case. I have a couple theories, but I'm going to be honest. I was actually shocked when he was found to be guilty. I didn't think that he's capable of murder. One question that has been burning in my mind this entire time is everybody was going on about the hose. The hose is out, the hose is straight. Alec must have used it to clean himself off, blah, blah, ray. When you look at the video that Paul was taking while he was in the kennel, he goes down, he pans down to Rogan's dog, and you can actually see the tips of his running shoes are soaking wet. Why has no one mentioned this? Why didn't his defense team bring this up? This boggles my mind. I'm unsure. I don't know.
Get back. Get back. Quit, Cash. Come. Quit. It's okay. Come here. It's not bad. Come here, Cash. Shit. Come here. Post it. Cash.
Hey, he's got a bird in his mouth.
Hey, Bubba.
That's a guinea.
This is a chicken.
Come here, Bubba.
Come here, Cash.
Come here, Bubba.
Cash. Quit.
It could have just been he was there at the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's why he lied about being at the kennel, because when he came home, what was done, and he knew he'd be implicated.
Up.
Well, I mean, Bubba's come out there with this chicken. I mean, he's showing us, hey, I caught this chicken. And I take the chicken from Bubba.
So Bubba came up to the golf cart.
He came up by the golf cart. He came up to Maggie and I, which I was on the golf cart. She's by the golf cart. I mean, he's not coming to the golf cart, but he's coming to us.
Is this during the kennel video or is this after the kennel video?
Well, no, you hear Maggie say he's got a chicken.
Okay.
That's what she's talking about, is Bubba caught a chicken.
All right. With me that it lasts for about 50 seconds.
I agree with that.
So it would have ended around 8:45 and 45 seconds. Would you agree with that?
I do agree with that.
Did you have the chicken out of Bubba's mouth at the end of the kennel video, or did it take longer than that?
You know, I can't remember exactly when in the video he came up with the chicken, but I would have had the chicken out of his mouth within 10, 15 seconds of Maggie saying he's got a chicken.
All right. And so then what did you do?
I put the chicken up.
All right. How long did that take? Did you get out of the golf cart to do that?
I did.
All right. And you had to go walk to where it was?
Well, yeah. I mean, a few feet, but I did that, yes.
All right. So how long did that take? I mean,
Seconds.
we're at 8:46 now. How long did that take?
Seconds.
Just seconds? All right. And what did you do after that?
Got back on the golf cart.
And what did you do after that?
I left.
You left.
Now,
Just
did I
jumped
leave?
on the golf cart and left.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. Did I get on the golf cart and leave that second? Probably not. But did I get on the golf cart and leave very quickly after that? I did.
Okay, yeah, I think you testified yesterday. I got out of there.
I did.
Why'd you get out of there so quick, Mr. Murdaugh?
Because it was chaotic, it was hot, and I was getting ready to do exactly what I didn't want to do.
You were getting ready to do what you didn't want to do.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to sweat. I was getting ready to work. I went back to the air conditioner.
So did you say goodbye, according to your new story?
Did I say goodbye?
Yeah. Did you talk to them at all, or did you just get the chicken, put it on there, jump on there, and just take off?
I wouldn't have just gone off. I mean, I would have said, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Did I say goodbye or bye?
And again, go ahead.
I mean, there would have been some, there would have been some exchange. I'm not staying here.
Well, what was that exchange? I mean, you've had such a photographic memory about these news stories. What happened here?
That's not, I can't tell you the exact words.
You don't remember your conversation after you put that chicken up? Did y'all talk about the chicken?
No, I don't think we did.
Did you talk with Paul about Cash's tail?
After the chicken?
Yeah.
No, I know I didn't do that.
Did you tell Maggie I'm going to go check on him?
At that point, no, I don't
Did you
think
tell
I did.
Maggie, it's hot out here, think I'll go back?
I certainly would have said something to that effect.
All right. So, unlike everything else with the news story, you just can't recall what that would have been.
Well, I mean, you're making that categorization. I think there's other things about that I can't remember. But if the question is, can I remember exactly what words I used when I gave Maggie some salutation when I'm leaving, I can't tell you what those were.
All right.
But it would have been something to the effect of, I'm leaving.
All right. Okay. Well, you would concede that there was at least some conversation, that you wouldn't have just put the chicken on there and ran back to the golf cart and taken off. Correct?
Without talking to Maggie, I would have never done that.
All right. All right. So let's, you want to say a minute? Does that sound about right?
A minute for what?
To have just whatever interaction it took for you to then, according to your news story, drop back to.
No, sir. It wouldn't have taken me a minute. It would
Not
have
a minute.
been. It would have said. It would have been. I'm leaving. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay. So 30 seconds?
I don't think it would have taken 30 seconds, but I mean, I'm fine with you using whatever time you want to apply. But I don't think
I'm
it
just
would have
asking
taken that
about
long.
real life here and how people interact with one another, Mr. Murdaugh. I mean, so what you're telling this jury, I call you're fuzzy on these kind of details, is that you jetted down there, you dealt with the chicken, and jetted right back.
No, sir. No, sir. I didn't jet down there, and I didn't jet back. I got up after Maggie asked me to leave. After Maggie asked me to go with her, and I didn't. I got up. I went and got on a golf cart. I drove down there. I did what I did. I said I'm leaving or something to those words, and I went back.
All right. Well, if it's about 8:46, if the kennel video ends at 8:45 and 45 seconds, and it's about 8:46, we at least concede that maybe it was about a minute before you got on that golf cart and headed back. Just reasonable real life.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was that long, but maybe, sure.
All right. So.
But I don't think it was that long. I mean,
All right, well, how long
exactly
do you think it
what I
was,
thought
Mr.
was going to be
Murdaugh?
going on at that kennel, why I didn't want to go there to begin with, is exactly what was going on.
Yeah. Well, I get that.
And I left.
Are these also convenient facts in your new story that have to fit with the timeline now that that evidence has been thrown in your face?
No, sir.
Does that sound like real life to you, that you jet down there and jet back, Mr. Murdaugh?
Mr. Waters, as I just told you, I didn't get on my golf cart and jet down there. I didn't jet back.
The reason why you have to be so fuzzy about these
Just a second.
details.
Mr. Waters, hang on.
Just answer before another question is presented.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Just a
answering your
moment.
question.
Just a moment. Are you responding to the last question?
Yes, sir. I'm responding to your question, and you're using words that I'm not using. And that's your
Do you agree
categorization.
I'm entitled to ask my questions to you, sir?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm going to answer them. All I'm saying is I'm taking issue with the manner in which you're changing what I'm saying.
So you
And
disagree this is a new story? You disagree with that characterization?
yes, this is the first time that this is being told openly.
And you disagree to my characterization that you've got a photographic memory about the details that have to fit now that you know these facts, but you're fuzzy on the other stuff that complicates that. You disagree with that?
I do disagree with that. I think that I think that I have a good memory about a lot of things on this.
Let's be honest. How many people are actually going to say, yeah, I was there 2 minutes before they were murdered?
Footage seen by the jury earlier in the trial shows a highly emotional Alec Murdaugh sobbing yards away from his murdered wife and son.
They did check them? Yes, sir. It's official that they're dead?
Any takers? Any takers? No? Didn't think so. There's another theory that murderous Maggie, people were coming for her because of the stuff that she's done. See, I can see that. That works in my brain. People coming for Maggie, coming for Paul. Makes sense. Paul did wrong with the boat crash. A lot of enemies there. Maggie with the housekeeper. Not only that, she was able to go up to the boat and do whatever she had to do, mommy-wise, to help protect her son. Just like the time that there was a car accident, and instead of helping the passengers out of the vehicle, her and Grandpa took all of the alcoholic evidence out of the car. I'm sure that Paul did have enemies because of the boat crash. This is why I don't know how much of Alec's story holds weight. If someone was going to come for Paul because of the boat crash, wouldn't it happen sooner? Maybe not. People could have been waiting because they don't want to look too suspicious. There's also a theory that people were coming for Alec. All these people that he ripped off, okay? Think about this logically. He stole money from all these people. There were enemies out there.
The court also released Alec's second police interview.
It's just so bad. They did it so bad.
Maybe whoever it was that came for Alec for monetary reasons made him watch while his wife and son were murdered in front of him. Maybe this is what happened.
Sitting here talking today is tough.
It's just so bad. They did it so bad.
You asked the defendant about the traumatic picture that he saw of Paul and Maggie. What did he say?
It's just so bad. I did him so bad.
I did him so bad.
The only thing that doesn't make sense to me here is the timeline. If Alec had to witness Maggie and Paul's murders, how the hell was he in his car over to his mom's house in front of the caregiver as well as his mom and acting completely normal? Because if you just witnessed something like that go down, you'd be really shaken up. At the same time, he's a really good fucking liar.
Let me ask you this. Were the dogs barking and carrying on or going out into the woods or acting like they sensed somebody was around that they didn't know?
Were the dogs acting like there was somebody around that they didn't know?
Yeah, like dogs do.
No.
No, they weren't.
There was nobody
There was no
around that the dogs didn't know.
Okay. Dogs didn't, to your indication, sense anything out of the ordinary. They were just chasing after the guinea.
There was nobody else around
All right. Good.
for them to sense.
What actually fucking happened? What do you think happened? Do you think Alec's guilty? I need to know. How many people think Alec's guilty? How many think he's innocent? And why? What are your reasons? He could be guilty. I am not doubting that. There's a lot of evidence against him. At the same time, he's committed financial crimes. I didn't peg him for a murderer. It just doesn't fit the bill to me. I honestly think that there was reasonable doubt. I do. And the reason for that is because of the timeline. It was so tight. There's no way that he could murder his wife and son, be covered in blood, and then be in his vehicle, just a few minutes later, traveling to his mom's, and his car data shows that. His phone shows that.
How about this? We got the kennel video ending at 8:45:45. So, just to take care of the chicken, put it up. I was going to say 8:47, but somewhere around there. I think you said somewhere around there. Is that fair? Just to do whatever you need to do and get on that cart before you head back.
The kennel video ended at 8:45?
In 45 seconds.
8:46. It certainly could have been 8:47 before I left out of there.
Okay.
I think it was sooner than that, but it could have been.
All right. That's 60 seconds. And 75 seconds, correct? after it ends.
If it ends at 8:45 and 45 seconds, it's a minute and 15 seconds.
You characterized it yesterday as I got out of there, right?
That is exactly what I did.
So if we're at 8:47, I think you said, giving you the benefit of the doubt, it's 2 minutes to get up back to the house, correct?
Approximately.
All right. And when you got back to the house, where'd you park the golf cart?
Same place I'd gotten it from, right where Mark Ball testified that it was.
All right. And what door did you go in?
I would have gone in the front door.
And if you left around 8:47, and it took about 2 minutes to get up to the house, what time would that make it, Mr. Murdaugh?
If I left at 8:47, and if it took me 2 minutes, that would make it 8:49.
8:49. And you testified you went inside and the TV's on, right?
I did go inside, and the TV was on.
Okay. And you laid down, is that right?
I did.
All right. Before you said you'd been napping for an hour or so, or napping that entire time, but now you laid down on the couch?
That's correct.
All right. And maybe dozed for a second,
Maybe.
according to your new story? How long did you doze?
If I dozed, extremely short time.
Extremely short time? Because you would agree with me that at 9:02, you're up and moving, according to the data.
And how do they know exactly when Maggie and Paul died? They don't, because they took the temperature incorrectly. So really, the timeline that the coroner has and the timeline that actually occurred, two different things. Okay, here's the time where everybody can scream at me. Give me all your comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.